So, I've started this one today because the other one finished yesterday, and this is a 1956 scenario where, if you didn't see the other thing, basically Operation Unthinkable happened, and then it made both sides really poor, and then Russia had to give independence to these fellas, well, autonomy. They're still autonomous SSRs, not independent. Yep. The Caucasus broke away entirely. The DDR's got East Prussia still. Very crude borders, but hey man, you got, like, it's better than nothing. Stupid headphone was. It's actually strangling. Oh, what else is it? Later. So the Eastern Bloc still the same, apart from Greece. Greece because Britain couldn't afford to intervene. Turkey because I haven't thought of law for that yet, but they are. Syria broke away from France and kept Lebanon because, you know, man, I don't know. Jordan's doing their own thing. British Suez still. That's all under American control. I'll just go watch the other one. It's like 2 weeks ago today. It's on that one. What's the program called? With that one. That play when I get bored of the brain cancer. Uh, anyway, so I planned this out much better than the other one because the ending was a bit interesting. Okay, I've lost what I've written down. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Ooh, bear with me. Okay, I got it. So, it starts in 1956, which is a date you might remember from a specific event that happened around these parts. The Suez Crisis, right? So, the aggressors here in Egypt. And then they say, hey, we want the Suez Canal back off Britain because it's our rightful claim. So, or the region, not necessarily a canal. I guess it's their labourers who built it. Anyways, partly. So they decided to seize this, which I shall not colour in full. And for some reason, that this happens. So what I'm gonna do is wait for this not to have a heart attack, apparently. Please. Mate, literally, why is this so bad? It's paint on air. Yes, Control Z. There we go, thank you. I'm just gonna turn this off for now, so it look horrible. And I'm wishing to, yeah, you know he's involved. British Suez. Big bad guys over here. And what they do is they say, hey, we're gonna invade this, and you can't do anything about it. And then Britain over here said, America, please don't stand in the way of this, because that if we lose control of this, and the communists in Africa might take over the Suez, now that's not good for us. So America said, yeah, whatever, we won't do anything. And the Russians are a bit concerned with these breaking away and possible border tensions over here in China and Korea. So they, and the Caucasus, so they can't ignore it. Which they issue a diplomatic objection, as the Parts of Mine says when you are France and say no to the Rhineland. And in France, Britain contacts France and says, hey, we need some help here because Egypt might actually be a bit of an issue to beat. And if we are successful, you can get a governor or protectorate in Alexandria. And the French said yes to this proposition. And then we're coming down here. Israel said, hey, can we get involved and have control of Sinai? And they need all the help they can get, so they said yes. So this is the current state of things. The Egyptians will be Britain light blue, Egyptians red. Doing like Ad is pro himself. Anyways, so they start walking. I'll turn this off now. So they start. No, what am I doing? No, that's the right thing. Yes, and it's horrible. Oh my goodness. I really need to figure out why they've done this. And if we turn tolerant, yeah, that's fine if we do that. was fine. Anyways, we can ignore it. Oh, that's too high, isn't it? Yeah, whatever, you can still see. So they start walking in. They don't get too far though, because the British Army's already stationed here pretty much. Well, they got a foothold. And they managed to hold up to here. And then, like, this stupid thing. I don't get it, like, these work so fine. Now look at it. It's broken, man. See? Stupid. Oh, yeah, that's better. Alright, anyways. That's unfortunate. I'll fix that at some point. These guys start going in. And they get to about here. Before the British start holding it down. And before the air supremacy comes in from all the blue guys helping out. And Israel starts walking across the border as well. Let's pretend this looks cleaner. And they make it about that far in before they're kind of halted. But eventually more air comes in from British Cyprus, and then the French volunteers start helping Israel, and eventually Sinai comes under their control, or how you pronounce it, comes under their control, and they're forced to pull out here, and then pull out here, so they push them back. So the Egyptian realize I kind of messed up now. But the French want their protectorate, so they're going to quickly try to sweep through the land, which they do, and they get a control of what they wanted. And in the meantime, they just push up to the Libyan border. They don't go too far into the desert, obviously. That's just suicide. So this is the current state of Egypt, and they surrender. And the peace deal was as such. Israel. What was it, a long one? Israel get control of the Sinai Peninsula. The British Suez expands into the British Protectorate of Egypt, whose capital in the Suez. So yeah, you've got the British Protectorate of Egypt here. And we've got the French Protectorate of Alexandria. No, French Protectorate of Egypt, because Alexandria might... French Protectorate of Egypt, there you go. Does that look horrible? Sorry, I'm bored to edit this, so... There you go, that's better. So, we have French Protectorate of Egypt, British Protectorate of Egypt, Israeli and Sinai, and then whatever's left. So there you go, that's a nice looking, definitely. And while this was happening, down here, the South Africans took advantage of... The South African communists took advantage of Britain being in a different scenario and seized Lesotho and Eswatini off them, which they issued a diplomatic protest. They can't do much at the same time. Okay, yeah, so that's what I want to do next. So over here in Brazil, things aren't looking too good because they're stuck right in the middle of, well, what is a somewhat cold war, because nukes were never invented. I was meant to put a law thing out. I shall put the law thing out. Let's say Japan saw reason and surrendered or something. Anyway, so this is the state of Brazil as of right now. But around Rio and and other major cities, there was a bit of tensions created by communist espionage people from the Warsaw Pact, and then a civil war broke out along here. And there's just not just local to this region, there's also a bit more supports up here and over here. This is the state of the Brazilian Civil War. This breaches national, like, well, of course it breaches headlines, but NATO is really this is a big threat. Cause there's a communist Brazil, and it's kind of, well, I say NATO, I mean America, because they only care about themselves. And they see it as a threat to themselves. They guaranteed that Brazil will start sending them volunteers, start sending them money, and so do UK, France, Spain. Not Spain, so not involved. Italy, Norway, so I suppose, and Germany, forced into it. And the communists start making significant progress, because this was may or may not have been set up by these fellows over here. And then Russian guns are seen in the front line, so everyone knows they pretty much kind of, you know, did a funny thing. And after a few weeks, they gained control of most of the Amazon, not through force, but through getting enough support there, and then they joined in. However, Brazil, the loyalist Brazil, the original one, managed to push them back out of here and further away from the Paraguayan border and split them here. So there's still hope yet for the original Brazil, but it's not looking too good for them. So we'll leave that as that. And then final thing, the Ethiopian commune over here wants control of the whole Horn of Africa, or most of it, because Djibouti's under American control. That's not the right thing. And they themselves decide to quickly declare war on Somalia while everyone's busy with the Brazil thing. And of course it's not going to go too well for Somalia, because they've only recently gained independence and unified. And then Ethiopia start making small gains for now. Hey, that's enough for one time, I'm saying. Glad I could start this, because that was the other thing I was running out of ideas. I might start a new one though. But yeah, pretty cool stuff.